Hey guys, Carolina Gamer here, and this right here should be, if everything goes as planned, this will be the last video recorded on my iPhone 4. So, to do it justice, I'm going to take it back to what I started doing, and that is showing you guys how to do some mod for yourself. And today it just so happens to be the controller. Now, if you'll notice, this is the new controller, the silver one, with the transforming D-pad like that, and this is the older style controller with a transforming D-pad. You're probably thinking to yourself, how did I do that? Well, I'm going to show you right now. First, you will need your top controller plate with this old style D-pad, and this is very easy to do. It takes about less than 10 minutes, I would say, but it's surprisingly really easy. You're going to need a few things: a flathead precision screwdriver, a big one, and a small one maybe, depending on which one you want to use, a pair of pliers, a razor blade, be careful, and also you will need to go ahead and purchase one of these off of eBay. I would advise you to do that, before you start modding your controller. These are like less than 10 bucks. I think they're about 8 bucks shipped, and this is the D-pad. So, first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and take the D-pad off. You'll have screws in yours. I've already taken mine out just, for the video, and you'll notice there's a big hole right there. And with that hole, you put this in, but it doesn't fit. So what you're going to need to do is take that out. And you're probably saying, well, how are you going to take that out? I don't have a drill, I don't have a Dremel, nothing like that here. Well, what I'm going to do is use a screwdriver. Very easy to do. I'm going to show you how to do that. It helps to have a Sharpie on hand as well, and a little bit of sandpaper, and maybe another black Sharpie so you can color in what you cut out. But let's just zoom in here, take a look at what we're doing here. This is the old D-pad. You'll notice it has two cutouts, right here and here, but it fits in there the other way, obviously. This one here has 4 cutouts, so it'll fit in those 2 cutouts perfect. But what we're going to need to do is notch out over here and down here. For that, we use the razor blade. Be careful, don't cut yourself. If you do, I'm not liable in any way. And we'll just make 2 cuts and then use the pliers to pull it out. So I'm going to set the camera up for a better angle, and once I get that done, I will be right back, guys. Okay, here we are on the back of the controller. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screwdriver and just push it down around in a circle until it pops out. You want to go from this side here and not this side like I did the first time, because the first time, as you can tell, I took out the little guides that the D-pad sets on, and that's not good because it doesn't work when you do that. So that's why you want to make sure you go from the bottom, and when you go from the bottom, it'll work out good. So what I do is I just place it down here and just push in a circle over and over. It takes about, like I said, about 10 minutes. Be careful, don't jab yourself in the hand. And I'm going to do this, and when I get done, I will be back with you guys, and we'll go from there. I'll show you right when I'm about to pop it out, and then I'll show you how to do that, so you guys don't mess up yours. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've almost got it now. What I'm going to do is just push down. There we go. And then just push around the edges. Pull it out the top. You'll notice the ring comes out. And you'll notice that it's not like this. I still got my guides in there. And there's the ring. Now, what I'm going to do is make sure everything's clean in there. I've got a little spot here I need to work on. So for that, I'll probably just push down on the screwdriver a little bit until that spot goes out. Yeah, it's going out just real easy like. Okay? And now, as you can tell, there is a little bit of, you know, trash built up in there. So what I'm going to use is some sandpaper, go around, and clean up as best I can. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. I'm just going to clean it up. I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. As you can tell, I've got it pretty smooth. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to ever be noticing it or seeing it. But now what I'm going to do, it's totally optional. Like I said, you're most likely not even going to see it. You can use either a black Sharpie or a paint pen if you have one, which is what I'm going to use. I'm just going to go in there and color it in black. That way, you can't even tell it. I'm just going to go around the edge. You know, really, you just got to worry about the top. Make sure you don't touch the controller or you'll be able to see the difference. But, just go around the edge, like so. And you won't even notice it. But I'm going to go ahead and fill in the whole thing. Once I do, I'll be right back, and we'll go from there, guys. Okay, so I have the hole cleaned up and painted. Well, not really painted, just marked on. So now we still have one problem left. We have to fit the 4 corners into the bottom panel here. And to do that, what I'm going to do is use a razor blade and go down the edges and just mark where I have to go. I'm going to use the silver Sharpie I have to mark where I need to go, basically. It's pretty much right across, directly across from this one, right here, directly across from that to there, and here to here. Not much has to be taken out of here, just, you know, a few millimeters over here. Not much. Over here, you know, you just need to make it as wide as that. So what I'm going to do is place it in there, upside down, like this. I'm just going to mark where this place is. Like that. Over here, I'm just going to do the same thing. Right there. And it's in place. So now I'm going to use my razor blade and just push straight down. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, right here we are. Have my razor blade in place. And you can actually use the other side as a guide to see where you need to be. So, I'm just going to take it like that and push down. There's a line over here that you can push down too. Once you get down to that point, I'll show you what to do. Okay, so now I'm down to that point. I'm going to remove the razor blade. Be careful, guys. Don't cut a finger off. And then take the pliers and just bend and twist. And if everything's right, you're good to go there. So, yep, see? Fits perfectly, all but this last side. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out as well. Do the same exact thing. Once I have that done, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so now I have all 4 sides done, and you just place your D-pad in there like that. Make sure it sets on the holders that are these things here, right here, and that, you know, is not pressing on the case anywhere, which I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's not. Everything has room to move. So now the big test, turn it over and place it, make sure it's in all of the 4 slots, turn it over, and it should be about like that right there. Once you put it on the controller, put it back together with the motherboard and the rubber pads, it'll be perfect. And to demonstrate, just turn it like that, and I mean, you're good to go as far as this goes. Just put your motherboard back in the controller, put your controller together like you would normally, and you know that's it. Like, I'm just gonna have a finger in the center, and then turn like this right here. That's all there is to it, and it works marvelously. Especially with games like Gears, or a game that requires to have a good D-pad. And the result is a D-pad like this right here. Spins perfect. Doesn't cost as much as a brand new controller with it, but it works just the same. It'll give your old controller new life. And, you can take it a step further. You can replace the pads, the rubber pads. I think they're like $3 on eBay. You can replace the pads in your controller to give it new life as well. But this D-pad right here, you'll see a tremendous difference if you do this mod. Like I said, guys, it takes about 10 minutes to do if you've never done it. Just take your time. It's easy to do. It's real cheap. Like I said, the parts like less than $10. I think it's like $8 on eBay. And all it is this little transforming D-pad. Just Google transforming D-pad, and I actually have a card. I got it from these guys on eBay. Like, I bought this from them. They don't even know about this, but I bought this from them. Let's see if you can see everything there. I bought it from these guys. I guess they have a website you can go to check out. But I bought the D-pad from them, and you can buy yours from them as well. And then you can have the transforming D-pad. And that's it, guys. Like I said, this should be the last video on my iPhone 4. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you do this yourself. Like I said, it's really easy to do. It works great. Yeah, Carolina Gamer, out.